There is a real science to building high-performance cars, but to produce something that is truly greater than the sum of its parts, you need to step out of the world of numbers and graphs and into a much more tangible reality. McLaren demonstrate this with their new synapse-singeing supercar.
So welcome to the McLaren 570S, the supercar manufacturer's first touchy-feely car. The design remit of the McLaren 570S isn't so much about lap time, it's about the physical things, it's about cogs and gears and oil and interaction and man and machine. It is much more analogue than a lot of its siblings.
In fact, the McLaren 570S being a sports series car is something of an entry level to the brand. Yeah, 562 brake horsepower and 600 Newton meters of torque from a 3.8 litre twin-turbocharged V8 sort of entry level. This is a whole different ballgame when we're talking about the baby of the range.
McLaren 570S will do 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.1 seconds and go on to a top speed of 204 miles per hour. Now, clearly a manufacturer that has plenty of Formula One and racing success over 50 years has embedded that deeply into this car.
The pebble-like silhouette is garnished with vents and ducts and a huge diffuser that serves to manipulate the air to the car's will. Beneath all of that is a carbon fibre monocell, of which is a kindred spirit to those found on race-bred machines. This not only keeps the car light, but also rigid enough to exploit those rather impressive aforementioned figures.
Shifts are taken care of by this really responsive 7-speed transmission here, and it's just super quick. Look at this, click down, click up. It's faster than I can physically tell you the speed at which it swaps cogs. It's pretty incredible, and it makes it really nice and intuitive whenever you're driving. You just think about something and the car has responded immediately. Whilst carving up a good portion of the British countryside, my test car here is finished in this really lovely tanned leather. And I'm very grateful for these sport seats that are very well bolstered, and they hold you in place really well also. Visibility is one of the key things that strikes you here, in that it is very, very good for this calibre of car. Usually, to go quickly, you have to make compromises for these sorts of things for aerodynamic reasons, but McLaren have got the details right with this car. The seating position, to the weight of the pedals and the steering wheel, but also that visibility. Nice, thin A-pillars, respectable rear visibility. You sort of sit in this bubble. The hunches at the front of the car actually give you a very good idea of where the corners are. So this can be a very civilised car too. Settle down, there's not too much road and wind noise in comparison to competitors. And also this touchscreen infotainment system here that works very similarly to a tablet offers you everything from DAB radio, your navigation, and all your air conditioning taken care of in there to remove the clutter from what is a very sculpted centre section here. Lower down you'll find all of the switches that are important, including the ones that change the chassis and the responsiveness of the steering. Now keep everything in tame mode and you'll find the car's actually really quite easy to live with day to day. But turn everything up to 11, drop a couple of gears, and off you go. Thankfully, bringing things back under control will be some carbon ceramic brakes on this car, which work really well and actually have really good feel, so they're very easy to modulate. And they add this layer of confidence to the performance that's available with this car. It means that you can push it harder and have the reassurance that the brakes are there to catch you. For those of you that care about this sort of thing, which I'm guessing is not going to be very many, McLaren claim that this car will do 26 mpg. Good. It's probably when you're behaving yourself. I'm not.
Combine this car's rapid change of direction, all-conquering body control and steering that communicates with the driver, and you have this perfectly balanced equation. That said, it's a car that requires someone to drive it. It won't do all the work for you, and to get the most out of this supercar, you need to work for it. Scientifically, this 570S is not as capable as its well-endowed siblings with their space-age suspension. But in reality, in the real world, it is simply one of the most enjoyable machines to possess four wheels. If you want a McLaren 570S, you're going to need two things. Firstly, £148,150, but secondly, and maybe more importantly, some patience, as the car has a 7 to 8 month waiting list.
It doesn't hang around, both metaphorically and physically.
Thanks very much for watching, and let us know what you think in the comments below. Please subscribe for all of the latest and greatest cars to hit the road. For breaking news and written reviews, visit www.insidelane.co.uk.